Bolognese is the type of dish that you don't need a recipe. Wait, hear me out.
Now, a traditional bolognese has some ground beef, a medley of vegetables such as carrots, onions, celery, and you put that together in a tomato sauce, serve it with pasta. But we're gonna show you a way that you can do it your way. You don't actually need a recipe.
While there are some basic steps and ingredients that make a bolognese, there isn't just one way to skin this cat. Sorry, Tola.
And you can change things up to make it exactly the way you like it.
There are 5 ways to make a bolognese. 1, meaty. 2, tomatoey. 3, vegetable-y. 4, creamy. And 5, spicy.
Our ingredients are olive oil, onions, garlic, carrots, celery, optional, you can throw in some jalapeños if you want, tomatoes, beef, optional, butter, salt, pepper, tomato sauce, pasta, whole milk, I know, sounds a little weird, but it's actually quite good, and basil.
Notice how I give no amounts? Well, that's because it's for you to decide. You can add more of your favorite ingredients or less of your least favorite ingredients to make it exactly the way you like it. The basic steps remain the same, with cooking times varying per ingredient. So I'll show you how to cook this dish with your senses rather than a recipe. The old-fashioned way, if you will.
So you're gonna first start off throwing some olive oil in a pan, let that heat up. Then you're gonna throw in your onions, chopped fine, and you're gonna let that cook down a little bit until it gets a little bit translucent. So that'll take a little while. So while that's happening, you can cook your meat.
I like to mix in some salt and pepper and cook it in some butter.
But you don't necessarily need butter, but it adds a nice little rich, hearty taste to it.
While you're cooking your meat, make sure you're consistently stirring the onions so that they don't brown on the bottom. Back to the meat.
So you really wanna have to consistently mash up your meat, because the finer the meat, the better the taste, in my opinion. Because when it gets all chunky, it's just not as good. It's not like a sauce, you know?
Mash it all up, and once there's no more pink bits left anymore, take it off the heat and set it aside. By this time, your onions should be cooked down and translucent. That means you're ready to add in your minced garlic. Cook until your garlic is aromatic, meaning you can really smell it. But if you don't have the best sense of smell like me, thanks allergies, then cook it down until it gets to a bit of a pale gold color. It'll happen quick, so keep an eye on it.
At this point, you're gonna wanna add in the rest of your veggies, carrots, celery. If you want, you can even add in some mushrooms or jalapeños.
If you like it spicy, try adding jalapeños. I'd add 1 or 2 to a batch this big. Chop them up just as fine as the other veggies and toss them in. We won't be doing this today, but if you do like it spicy, this is when you do that.
I've never had it before with jalapeños until she came along, and it's actually really good, so highly recommended.
The way you know you're ready for the next step is when your carrots are soft enough to poke it through with a fork with only slight resistance. Nope. Since they're so small, this might be a little difficult, but alas, you gotta poke it.
That's our guy.
Ding! Now you're ready for the cherry tomatoes. This is optional for most, but necessary for me. The cherry tomatoes add a bright, fresh sweetness to the sauce that make it taste more tomatoey. Try it if you like your sauce tomatoey.
So once the tomatoes have softened down, we're gonna add in our meat and tomato sauce. We opted for just kind of your generic tomato sauce, which is very good, from Costco. Shout out to Costco. We're not paid, not paid. But if you really wanna get fancy and you wanna up the flavor game, get Cento San Marzano tomatoes. They're a little bit more expensive, but those are my fave. But we're on a budget right now, so we're doing the kind of baseline tomato sauce. But if you really want to go for flavor and you don't mind spending a couple extra bucks, get the San Marzano Cento tomatoes. Very good.
We were originally gonna add 3 cans of tomato sauce, but Alex likes it way heavy on the tomatoes, so we added another can.
I added the 4th can because the meat and the vegetables were gonna soak up all the tomato. There's gonna be no tomato sauce left. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Whatever, babe. Mix and mix. I'll bring the heat down a little till it comes to a simmer, and then I'll bring the heat down even lower, cover it, and leave it on for about half an hour, stirring occasionally. Around this point, you're gonna make your pasta.
It's the best part. You'll add the water, and if you really want, you can add some salt for flavor. And I like to add a little bit of oil just so the pasta doesn't get all stuck together, because that'll happen. Some people don't like that. I don't know why, but I like to do it. The pasta we're opting for is rigatoni and cavatappi. You can use really any pasta you want for this point, but I was really feeling rigatoni, so I'm gonna fight for that today. But we'll also make some cavatappi too.
And now that we're in the final stage, it's time for a taste test. If you like the flavor, you're set. If it's a little too tomatoey for you at this point, that's your sign to add in some milk or heavy cream. Whole milk is traditional, but use what you have. Add it in slowly on a low simmer so it doesn't curdle, and stir as you add it in.
At this point, we'll add a little bit of dried basil. Fresh basil is always better, but we got dried basil now. That just makes it all that much more Italian, in my opinion. If you want a little bit more flavor, you can add a little bit more salt, a little bit more olive oil to taste. And then, time to serve. It's the best part.
If you like it spicy but don't want to make the whole batch spicy, add some crushed pepper to your bowl. It's delicious. Decide early on how you want to make your bolognese. If you like it meaty, use more meat and less of the other ingredients. If you like it tomatoey, use some more cherry tomatoes and tomato sauce. If you like it with a lot of vegetables, add in more vegetables. If you like it creamy, use your whole milk or heavy cream. And if you like it spicy, add some jalapeños at the beginning or some crushed pepper at the end. Your food is for you.
Don't worry about making it the right or wrong way.
Make it the way you like it. And we like it like this.
We enjoy it every time.
Thanks so much for watching.
And go make some delicious food.
Bye.
Bye.